Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to another episode of the iYAP podcast. I am your host, Megan Albright. If you're wondering why my voice sounds like a dirt bike, it is because I have not been feeling well. I've had a cold now since the ending of last week, and I'm feeling better. Like my head doesn't hurt anymore. I don't feel like my face is hot, like my nose was just I couldn't breathe properly, but now I'm doing better. It's just my voice. And it's raining today, so I think my voice is going to sound like this for a while. But I don't want my voice to be a reason why I don't upload a podcast episode. So here we go. I hope you guys enjoy my dirtbag voice. And I feel very much like Glorilla today. Um, for those who are new, my name is Megan Albright. I am 22 years old and I am a podcaster, YouTuber, entrepreneur, social media content creator, student, daughter. What else am I? And I'm based in Oslo, Norway. And this is the iYAP podcast because I love to yap and you love to yap, so we can yap together. So I thought today could be like an open discussion situation. It doesn't have to be a specific topic, but I'm going to touch on different things that I think is important for anyone actually who is a workaholic like me, first of all, but also anyone who has that mindset of I can never get sick because I have been there. Like I low key am. And I feel like if I'm not basically on my way to my dying bed, I will be like, yeah, yeah, I can go to work. I'll be fine. I can make it. And just know. So, this episode is especially dedicated to those who are workaholics, who feel like they cannot get sick, or those who will wait until you're basically on your way to the ambulance before you take a break from work, or before you go to a hospital to get help because you're like, oh, I never get sick. You know, your parents who are like, I never get sick. I have a good immune system. I have a good this. I eat well. I blah, blah, blah. But life still happens. You know, like stress can make you sick. It doesn't have to be a major issue like cancer or some tumor or whatever. But like things can happen in your daily life, things that you're used to also, that can make you sick and like eat you from within. And I feel like I've been feeling like that for a little while now. So I had to take a step back. And it's so crazy that me feeling unwell is the quote for those who are watching. It's the reason that I was able to like take a step back and be like, you know what? I'm gonna just take 2, 3 days without thinking about work, without working, without looking at my whatever that I have to do and come back. And that was the best decision I could have made. Which month are we in now? May. Very March, April, May. It's the fifth month. I think that was the best decision I could have made now because now I'm starting to feel like the weight of all the work that I've been doing and putting in this year. And we're going to get into that also. So last week I went to work and I was not feeling well, but I told myself, you know what? Unless it's a crazy situation where I'm like, oh my God, I actually can't breathe, I can't move, I'm gonna go to work. So I went to work and I was there for about 10 hours and I just felt like, why am I doing this to myself? Like I cannot even be as productive as I usually am, but I have to work since I'm at work. And why do I feel like I can't take a step back? Why do I feel like I have to, like, no one is forcing me to be here, you understand? But the pressure that I'm putting on myself to be a good employee, to be a good person, to be a hardworking person is putting me in situations that I really don't have to be in. So I went to work, and after that I was like, you know what, I don't know if I'll make it the next 2 days. We'll see. Let me go home and sleep first. So I go home and I sleep. And I can't even sleep. You understand? It's like you can't breathe, so you can't sleep. And I'm breathing through my mouth. And it's just not giving what it's supposed to be giving at that time. And I told my friend this, and the friend was like, like you're sick. You don't have to push yourself over your limit just to show up at work. Like, it's okay. They're going to figure it out. It's not your responsibility to make sure that everything is, I guess, goes as planned. For is the employer's responsibility, you know. So I was like, you know what, fine, I'm gonna call in sick, and I'm just gonna take these 2 days to breathe and to actually like take care of myself and be away from things. So that's what I did. And also, like, for me especially, I love when I take a break, I need to be in a different country. It's crazy to say, but I feel like me taking a break and staying in my room, for example, it's not really helping the situation because I'm always in my room if I'm not at work. So I'm kind of like in the same hole, if you get what I'm saying. But when I need to take myself away from the equation, which most times is not in the country, to be able to be like, okay, I'm not there right now. There's nothing I can do even if I wanted to do something. I don't have my laptop with me, so I can't even like work because I can't work without the laptop. And just keep your phone away, breathe, enjoy the present, and like just don't overthink it. Whatever you have to do, you can do when you're back and you can do when you're feeling better. And it's so crazy, but I'm literally the type of person to be on holiday and I'm thinking about work. Like that is so mad. And it's so like fucked up because sorry to curse, but it's so crazy because I'm supposed to be relaxing, but I can't even relax because when I'm relaxing, I'm thinking about, oh, I need to go back to work. What am I going to do when I come back? How much I keep thinking, having those thoughts. And I don't want to be that person. I want to be someone who can live in the present and someone who can differentiate between work time and rest time so that when I'm resting, I'm actually resting. And whatever happens at work, I can deal with the stress there. So that's something that I'm really trying to focus on working with this year. And I don't know if I'm the only one. You guys should let me know in the comment section. Like, are you the type, can you differentiate between work time and like relaxed time in the sense as, yes, you're relaxing, but do you think about work or are you just like, you know what? I don't care about what's happening there. I'm just going to have a good time and relax and focus on that time and whatever issues that happen or that could happen at work or that may have happened while I wasn't there. I'm going to deal with it when I'm back. So let me know if you guys are good at differentiating because I'm not, but I'm only 22, so I guess I have time. Now is the time that I have to figure it out before I enter my 30s or before I have kids, you know, and then life really is happening fast. So just small things that I've decided to work on for myself, but also for my future self, if you guys understand what I'm saying. So that was just a little recap of why my voice sounds like this and what has been happening the past few days. I've also been very out, is it antisocial? Okay, non-active is the word. Cause your girl posts every day on Snapchat. For those who don't follow me on Snapchat yet, you should do it. It's is it at yeah at I Megan Albright, and I haven't even posted on Snap. I was holding myself back. I was like, you know what? Even doing that is work. You're not here to work. Just relax and chill. So yeah, I'm so happy I was able to get away from the stress and just decompress and breathe. Just breathe. Like take a step back. It's okay. Like why do we feel like we don't have time when time is all we have? It's limited, but time is all we have. You understand? But sometimes I feel like I don't have enough time to do this and this and this and this. And yesterday I saw a video of this guy and he was saying if you're doing something for others, let's say be it your family, be it for praise from your family, for respect from your family, whatever, you're gonna want to do it fast. Like you want to achieve success fast. You want to achieve whatever you want to achieve fast because you're doing it for them or for someone else. But once you start doing it, if you start doing it for yourself, you're gonna do it slowly because you know that okay, it's not just about like getting that. It's about whatever it is about. I didn't see that part. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it just made me think like, why do I feel like I'm not getting where I want to get to fast enough? Who is giving me the timeline? Who is putting and saying, Megan, you're supposed to have this amount of listeners on Spotify. You're supposed to have this amount of followers on TikTok within this time. If not, then what is all the work you're putting in for? Like, no one else is putting that stress on me but myself. And thinking about it is like, yeah, maybe to a certain extent, I am putting that stress on myself because I want to show my family, like, listen, I chose a different path, but I can be successful on this path too. It doesn't have to be the doctor degree or the lawyer degree or whatever. I could have chosen that part and been successful, but would I have been happy? I don't know. I don't, I know actually, I would not have been happy because I don't have interest in that. Like, I've never, ever been the biggest fan of school. Like, you can teach me how to build a house and I will build a house. But once you start telling me about like this, start writing it down. Okay, the difference between a gray plank and a pink plank is the pink plank, blah blah blah, all of this, blah 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 blah. Once it becomes too much theory, I'm clocking out because my brain is just like, no, why am I spending all this time reading when I can just be making what I'm supposed to be making or doing what we're supposed to be doing? So I've been putting pressure on myself to do more, do this, do that, divide yourself, work here, work there. And listening to that just made me, just gave me the reassurance that I needed and that I need to take a step back and decide for myself. What do Megan want to do? What do I want to achieve this year? What are my goals for myself this year? And yes, I want to make my family proud, but I need to make myself proud first. Even if they become proud of me, I won't enjoy it. So I need to make sure whatever I'm doing for myself, and I need to be able to take risk for myself. One thing I also did recently was I already have a tattoo. I have tattoos from before, but I got a new one, and it's a bigger one, and it's like bigger. And while getting the tattoo, all I could think about was like, wow, I'm finally doing it. Um, I'm not thinking about what my mom is going to say. I'm not thinking about what my dad is going to say. I'm not thinking about the fact that I'm the only person in the family with a tattoo. I'm not thinking about the fact that what are they going to say after I. It's like I did think about it then and there, but then I was so proud of myself for making that decision and pulling through with it because I know that that's what I want. I love body art and I have been thinking about it for a while. It's not something that I just did on a blink of an eye. And so sitting there, I was looking at the whole process, the pain, enjoying like the when he was doing the outline, when he was doing the shading, I was just looking at it thinking like, wow, I made this decision and I did it. And I'm proud of myself. I felt like I'm entering a new era for myself, basically. Like, wow, okay, making decisions by herself era for Megan. Like, yeah, yeah, that sounds good. Megan Monday for making the decisions. And just that's growth. Because before I remembered, like every time I would want to do something, if I wanted to move, I would just keep thinking, like, who should I ask? Whose opinion do I want to hear? And it's good to ask for people's opinion just to hear what they think and to have different perspectives on things. But at the end of the day, your opinion about what you want to do for your life matters the most because you are the only one who is going to live with yourself at the end of the day. It's like not saying that you should go out there and be crazy, but if that's what you want to do, go ahead. But just so you know, you're gonna live with the consequences. At the end of the day, once everyone else is gone, you will be here and you have to accept the decisions you've made for yourself and live with the life that you chose for yourself. So, do you want to like people please for 25 years, 30 years, and then once your parents are gone or your siblings or whoever it is that you've been trying to please is gone, you're like, "Oh my god, I'm so happy they're gone because I've been trying to please them for so long and I can finally be myself." You could have been yourself from the get-go. You could have done what you wanted to do from the get go. And I know that you felt like you were doing them a service, but you were doing yourself a disservice because now all you've done was just try to please them and you haven't done anything for yourself that you can enjoy. And you're going to spend the next 20 years trying to get back what you didn't have when you were trying to please people. Now you're trying to like, oh, be your own person, get your own stuff done and enjoy I mean, you can still do it, but instead of doing it for just 20 years, you can do it for 50 years. You can do it for 60 years. So everyone has their own race. Everyone has their own life to live. Everyone has their own journey. And sometimes you will make not sometimes, you will make mistakes. You will do things that you thought were right and it will turn out wrong. You will do things that might have been wrong at the time but turns out right. You do right things, you do wrong. It is what it is. And you just have to accept it, deal with it, and move on. That's the best advice I can give anyone. It's like accept it, deal with it, and move on. And dealing with it doesn't have to mean you deal with it today or tomorrow. It can take a year, it can take 2 years, it can take 5 years, it can take 6 years or 10. But as long as you don't stop yourself from living while you're dealing with stuff, I think you'll be fine. It's like don't don't cage yourself for mistakes that you've done, because everyone has made a mistake and everyone has done something that maybe for them it's a big deal, for you it's not a big deal, and for you might be a big deal but for them it's not a big deal. So it's like don't compare yourself to anyone else, don't compare your problems to other people's problems, and just live your life and take a break because you don't want to have a third bite voice like me. And stay warm. Like, don't let the weather fool you. For those living in Scandinavia, listen, it's been sunny for a few days in Oslo. Then boom, the weather becomes bad all of a sudden, and so people think, "Oh my God, it's gonna be windy." I'm so sorry. I thought my phone was on mute. So everyone thinks like, "Oh my God, it's only going to be windy, but the sun is shining." Nah, it's still cold outside. Put on your jackets. Like we're not outside until it's July. You get me? Like put on your jacket. Stay warm. You don't want to end up like me. I yap, you yap, we yap together. I yap, you yap, we yap together. The next topic that I wanted to talk about was, it's a phrase. Am I growing or just surviving? I'm going to say it again so it's going to sink. Am I growing or just surviving? Now, I'm going to start with me, but while listening to this, you can pause it and think for yourself and write something down. But listening to that, I just thought, my first thought, listening to that, my first thought was, I had plans for myself for this year. I was ready to put in the work. I was ready to choose myself. I was ready to be selfish with my time and my opinion and my space. Um, and I did that a lot. But have I been too focused on achieving those goals that at the time were major but now might be minor? Have I been too focused on achieving that and forgotten that I still have room to grow, or I can still make tougher decisions and bigger decisions or better decisions? If I really look within, I would say yes, because like I think I got a bit comfortable knowing that, oh, now I have a studio. I'm doing good. I'm doing the podcast. I'm posting every week. I'm more consistent now. I'm making the short clips. I'm getting back into Snapchat, so I'm posting on Snapchat, promoting. The views are going up. The numbers of followers are going up. Um, but what's next? And I didn't want to focus on what was next because I was also trying to live in the present and just enjoy, again, succeeding with those goals that I set for myself in the beginning. But now that we're 5 months in, I'm asking myself, I'm like, okay, the things that I wanted to work with, basically, most of the things that I wanted to achieve, both physically, mentally, when it comes to mental health, by the end of this week, literally by the end of this week, um, I'm going to achieve that because all the dates have been planned, all the times. Like I'm very meticulous with planning my time. So by the end of this week, I'm going to have a betterment. Oh, that's the plan. Let me not jinx it. So I think I've been looking forward to it, but stressing over it also. And now I've gotten to the point where I've taken a break, I've taken a step back. I'm asking myself, what's next? What more can I do? Or what less can I do to get more of what I want? I don't know. You guys should think. I'm just putting it out there. Like, am I growing or am I surviving? Are you growing or are you surviving? Are you in the same spot thinking that, okay, I've grown, I'm here, I'm doing better, but then it's the same old routine every day, the same thing happening, just paying the bills, going to work, coming home, hanging out with friends, trying to survive so you can go out with friends more, so you're working more to pay more bills. And then the circle goes around and around and around and around. It's like, also, you need to define what surviving means to you. Like, you need to define what growth means to you. For me, growth is, according to my goals, growth would be being able to travel to someplace else once a month. For me, that's growth. And it may just sound like you just want to travel and spend money, but putting it in that, I guess, it sounds simpler than it actually is, because to be able to travel, I need to have the economy to travel and still have a place to live, like have a base. So I need to have economy for both of those things, sorry. And I need to also be in the right space of mind to be able to travel, enjoy myself, take a break, like be present when I'm on a break, and be present at work and put in the same effort into all my ventures, and just be able to just be like not a stressed human being. Like, I've been a stressed human being for a while. So I know saying it like to travel once a month, it's just like, okay, that's what I want to do. But behind it, it's so much more to it to be able to make that dream or that goal come alive. So for me, when I get to that point, I'll be like, yeah, you know what? I did put in the work. Like, I did start from zero. I did start from making YouTube videos on an iPhone 6. It's crazy. I did start making makeup videos with the wrong shade of foundation. It's actually mad. Like, I have videos of that. I had to make them private because, hey, the glow up is real. So I want you guys to focus on the glow up, but I did start from somewhere. So sometimes I know I've come far, and I don't want to discredit myself for all the work that I've put in, but I also don't want to let myself slack off just by saying, yeah, 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 but I've grown, so I'm fine here. It's like, no, there's still more that I want for myself. There's more that I've always wanted for myself. And sometimes life happens, shit happens, and you start focusing more on the problems than yourself and your growth. And you don't notice it and you don't realize it until maybe like 6 months later. And then you're like, shit, I thought I was growing because I was fixing this one problem, but I've actually just been surviving because I've just been trying my best to hold everything together. And I don't want to like sleep in my bed with my feet, fit, what do you call it? Fist. Jesus Christ. With my fists clenched because I'm like, okay, I need to keep things together. And I've literally noticed myself sitting in, like, why are my fists like tight, closed? What am I thinking about? What am I stressing about? I don't want to like relax and still feel like I'm holding things together. I can't make any wrong decision because then things are gonna fall apart. I can't travel and like buy an extra meal from a I need to like eat at home all the time because like if I buy this one thing, I'm gonna spend money that wasn't in the budget. Then things are gonna fall apart. Like, I don't want to have these feelings and I don't want to have these thoughts. I want to be able to just like whatever happens, happens. If I'm short on something this month, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm not here to survive. I'm here to live. And I know that I've been living in survival mode for a long time. And I know that some people out there are still living in survival mode. So God bless you. Um, but it doesn't have to always be like that. Like, no, 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 no. So make sure that you're living, you're not surviving. Make sure that you're living, you're not coping. Like, I remember I told my mom, she called me one time when it was cold outside. She was like, yeah, it's so cold. Oh my god, it's like it's freezing outside. My hands are freezing. I'm like, yeah. So don't you have gloves? She's like, no, I don't have gloves. I survived the winter last winter without gloves, so I'll be fine. I'm like, you're not supposed to be surviving. Can you buy gloves, please? It's like, please. Can our parents not stress us? Like, I know they're not even. Like, it's not even stress. It's just like, can you please wear gloves, mom? Like, I cannot be at home thinking about my mom doesn't have gloves. Hands are freezing. Also, I'm like, please, you're not supposed to be surviving. You're supposed to be living. Okay, please buy gloves. Even if you can survive the winter without gloves, even if you can survive 20 degrees without gloves, still wear your gloves. I beg. Okay, our parents are like, yeah, I made it through without doing this. I survived without having to do this. Okay, you survived. I'm happy you did, but can you stop surviving? Can you just live? Like, you living a comfortable life, or you at least living and not surviving, gives me peace of mind, and it gives me some joy that I need also to be able to live my own life. So I don't know if that's a selfish reason to want your parents to live and not survive, but that was I was like, buy gloves, please. I beg. Don't save every little thing. Yeah. So ask yourself these questions, sit down, journal, write it down. Um, what were my goals this year? Or what did I want to achieve this year? What have I achieved? What have I not achieved? What do I need to do to achieve what I didn't achieve? And where can I give myself grace to be like, you know what, I haven't gotten to this point yet, but it's also because I've been focusing on this. I haven't been doing music, but it's also because I've been focusing on the podcast and building a platform, because I need that platform for whenever I start to do music again. You need to have a platform from before, especially as an independent artist. So I used to beat myself up so much, like, you haven't even posted a song. How can you call yourself a rapper? How can you call yourself a musician? But it's like, babes, life is happening. Like, I do other stuff in life than just music. And now I understand Rihanna. Like, everyone's Rihanna, where's the music album? Like, the girl is busy. You understand? Like, Fenty Beauty is not gonna make itself. Like, that correct contour shade is not gonna correct contour itself. Someone needs to be behind it. You understand? And she's one person. She cannot be everywhere for everyone. And we really appreciate, like, all she's just doing for the music industry, for the beauty industry, and just for black women in general. And I think, like, yes, these are influencers and celebrities that have put themselves in place to deliver, but they are still human beings. You understand? Like, woman just gave birth to some kids. Like, let her breathe. Like, it's not easy to be a mother. It's not easy to be a father. It's not easy to have kids, multiple kids. With that being said, and also be a top celebrity that is being followed everywhere. Like, it's not as easy as you think. So even you might think like, yeah, but I'm not, blah blah. Give yourself grace. Chill. You got time. We feel like we don't have time, but time is all we got. Okay, it's limited, but we got it. So that was just a little something something. Oh my god. Think I yap. I do be yapping. I do be yapping. Oh my god, I do be yapping. So, with that being said, guys, this was just going to be a short recap episode. Tell me what you guys think. So, for anyone out there who is the first to get a tattoo, the first to get a non corporate job, the first to move far away from family, how has that affected you positively, negatively? Did you struggle with the decision based off of the fact that you were the first to do it? And you may have been seen as, I'm quoting again, the bad child, or the one who is a bad example for the others. And what made you decide to start living for yourself? Because that's something that I feel like I consciously thought about before I was able to do it. Like, I remember, I think I was around 19, where, like, in my mind I was like, wait, I have to live a life that I want. I have to live for myself, because if not, I will forever be living for other people and living for my family. And I can't live for my family. I love my family. Like, yeah, I love, like, more than anything in the world, like, literally. But if every time I want to make a decision, I think like, well, what would the family think? What would the family think about me? What would they think about me moving to Asia, for example? What would they think about me getting a tattoo? What would they think about me dating someone who was from this place or that place? And it's like, then is it my life or is it your life or is it our life in general? And I think a lot of people live their lives for others, as in, oh, my mom wanted me to marry this girl, so I married her. My dad wanted me to marry this guy because he was providing, or he was this, he was that, but I never really like liked him that way, but I did it because my family chose him. Or my family wanted me to stay in the same city as them, so that's why I never moved, even though I always wanted to go to Europe. Or whatever the case might have been, that you chose someone else's happiness over yours. Not even saying that what they want for you is wrong, or that it was not a smart move or a smart decision. But again, at the end of the day, life is not about putting the right chess piece in every next step. Oh, they, oh, good move, good move, good move. It's not just about that. It's about living. It's about making decisions for yourself. It's like, oh shit, I lost my queen, but you know what? I learned something there. Next time, maybe I should move the horse here instead. Or next time, maybe I should protect the queen more by having other things around me that, okay, that was some chess references. I'm so sorry. But you guys understand what I'm saying. So I consciously had that thought, like, now I need to live for myself. Now I'm living alone. I've been alone for so long. Why are you still making decisions based off of what the other people think? Based off of what the other people say? It's my life. If anything were to happen, I'll have to live with the decisions myself. And that's when I decided to live for me. It's like, okay, you know what? I may not go like all crazy in the beginning. Like, I want a tattoo, but I might not get like a big ass one that is very open. So my first one was behind my ear because I was like, I still have it. I made the decision, but I don't know where my parents will stand on the tattoo thing. So let me have it in a space where it's not easily seen. But then my mom saw it and we had the conversation, and she was like, yeah, as long as you're not hurting your skin. So I was like, you know what? Sometimes you overthink what other people's reaction will be, and it's not even gonna be that. But like the fact that I made the decision myself and I was able to stand on my decision, I think it's also easier for them to like accept that, okay, this is what Megan likes, this is how she likes to live her life. We can guide her and we can console her, but like trying to make her live the way we want her to live is not an option. It's not going to be sustainable for any of us. So just be very aware. I'm not telling all these 15-year-olds. I don't know if 15-year-olds even listen to podcasts. I'm not saying go and be doing whatever you want to do because you heard that you should be living your life. Mm-mm. Everything in the right time, everything at the right time. And the older you get, the more you understand why your parents are your guardians and why they call them guardians, because life can be difficult, life can be effed up. Like, everything is not roses out there. And I used to be used to be, I'm a very optimistic person. I choose to believe that everything can be fixed. But some people out there don't need a reason to be crazy. Some people out there don't need a reason to be the bad guy. Some people live and feed off of being the villain. So you need to also be conscious of your surrounding, be self-aware, be aware that just because you want to help everyone doesn't mean everyone wants to accept your help. Just because like you think everyone is a good person doesn't mean everyone is a good person. My people can smile in your face and will stab you as you turn around, and that is a fact. I could never believe it, but that's a fact. So with that being said, this was just an open discussion, sharing some thoughts, sharing some advice, sharing some experiences and some stories. So you guys can do the same. Like I said, we have a number that you can send in voice notes or questions or dilemmas or whatever. I'm going to put it in the description box. And I would love, love, love to hear you guys' stories. It doesn't have to be a sad story or a bad story. It can be any story, but I would love to like connect more with the audience. And all I can say is thank you guys for listening to my dirtbag voice. I'm so grateful to all the listeners. We have listeners from different parts of the world, and it just amazes me to see that wow, people in Brazil listen to me. Like, wow, thank you so much. I love you. I don't know how to say I love you in Portuguese, but I'll learn by the next episode. And I yap, you yap, we yap together. I yap, you yap, we yap together. See you guys in the next episode. I have been your host, Megan Albright, and it's a wrap.